Hello brothers and sisters, welcome to your 16th tutorial on HTML and CSS. In the previous tutorial, you learned about div element. In this tutorial, you will learn about CSS selectors. So, let's get started. Okay, I opened this document that we saved last time, but I made some changes. A selector is a pattern to match the element on a web page. The styles associated with the selector will be applied to elements that match that specific selector. You will learn more about this as we continue here in this tutorial. Alright, I will teach you 4 types of selectors, but there are so many out there that we will learn on the way as we proceed. Okay, but for this tutorial I will only cover 4 selectors. All right, the first one is universal selector. All right, the universal selector is denoted by an asterisk. All right, it matches all the elements on the page. So the universal selector removes the margin and paddings added by the browser here. You will learn more about padding and margins later on. So there are these default margins here. You can see here and here plus here. So to remove them, we can apply a style for it. Asterisk, alright, that symbol, and then open the curly braces and close. Alright, so here I will say padding. So I will put padding to 0. Alright, and then I will say margin. I will put margin to 0. Let me save it. So before I refresh, you can see there is a margin here. Alright, there is a margin even here. So let me refresh, you will see. Alright, you can see that margin and padding have gone. That is because we applied this universal selector. Alright, so it applies to all the padding and margins in our HTML document. Okay, and then we have this element selector. Alright, the element selector selects the HTML element based on the name. So what does this mean? It means the name that you give to your element will be used to select it. For instance, if we want to apply a style to our H2 here, alright, the style that we will apply to H2 will apply to all the H2s in our document. Let me show you here. I will remove this padding, so this one is not recommended. So I will say H2, I will select my H2, and then I will say font size. Alright, font size, here I will say 50 pixels. Alright, let me save it. You can see the font has become larger. So 2 of them have been applied the same style. Alright, that is because they are both H2s. The same to this list, the order list here. We can increase the font size by selecting Li here. Alright, let me do that. I will say Li, font size, I will say 30 pixels. Let me save it. You can see the font size has increased. Okay, what if I want to increase the font size for this paragraph? To do that, I will be like I'm introducing you to the 5th selector, and that is group selector, whereby you select different elements and apply the same style to them. So here I will not put a different style to this paragraph. Instead, I will just apply the same style that apply to our list here. So I will say comma and then P. So this paragraph will take the same style as our list. Let me save it. Yeah, you can see now the font size has increased. Okay, that is about element selector and group selector. All right. Okay, what about class selector? So here you can see our H2 has a class name. All right. So this class will be used to change the style of this H2. So we will give it an independent style, not the one that we put here. Okay. To select elements with class name, you just write period or full stop followed by the class name. So the class name here is title. So I will say title. So I will change the font size for our H2, the top one. Okay. I will say font size, and here I will put 60. Okay, let me save it. You can see here, this one is larger than this. Okay, now, all right, what about ID selector? IDs are used to set a style for a unique element, all right, because you cannot use the same ID on a different element. You only use it once. So we have a div here. You learned about div in the previous tutorial. So we have our div, and the ID name is container. So this div is opened here and closed here. So it encapsulates the whole of this. All right. Now I will give it a background. I will give our div a background. To select an ID, you write a hash sign, this one, and then followed by the ID name. So ours is container. All right, now I will say background, and then I will say maroon. Let me give it a maroon background. Save it. Yeah, you can see now our div is in maroon background. Okay, let me give my H2, the one with the class, a font color. Here it is. I will say color white. Save it. You can see here the color is white. All right. Okay, what about the list and the paragraph? Let me give them a color. Let me say green. I ran out of colors. Yeah, you can see the color that we put here apply to all of them, except this one here. Okay. All right, guys. That's all for this tutorial. In the next tutorial, you will learn about how to add an image to your HTML document. So I will see you there.